Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Look at this cast of characters here we got here. It is just the bet slips. It is yet another Monday, and we hope that we could bring you some joy, some fun, and most importantly, some bets for your Monday night. We're going a little earlier because we can, because these two guys are getting bombarded with the snow down where they're at. And we figured we would just hop on a little earlier. So if people wanted to hop on while they're making dinner or while they're about to eat dinner or whatever it is, or just come on and give us some bets. So we figured we would hop
on their ride home from work.
Ride home. Like, yeah, if you're in your mobile office.
We're right now in the middle of rush hour traffic, dog.
If you're in your mobile office like CJ, you can hop in and give us a shout. But that was the voice of CJ, the PD King, and he's got his handle there. We've got down below the professor, who King Henry is now a prince. Ooh, he got demoted.
Yeah, he is. That loser.
That's tough. And then I'm just football.
He's one step from a pauper, is all I'm saying.
Dude, he might as well be the court jester after yesterday's game.
The pauper, pirate, poet. Got the what's the pawn and the king? There you go. Thank you. Up and down and over.
What would you do if your son was at home?
I don't know.
Laying alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry.
Oh my goodness.
And you only feed him.
Sleeping in there for a little bit of money.
We're just throwing lyrics. You guys would probably be good for this game we played over the weekend. I know we're getting off, but we have time. Getting off a little. There's this game that we found. It's like a karaoke game. But like you flip a card and it's like you can play it with like a bunch of people, and there's like a little like foam microphone, and the word, like let's just say it's I'll throw one out there. God. So like God.
Just sing a song with the word God.
With the word God in it, and like you could do, and then you pick it up, and then you get points based on that, and then like some of them were worth 2, some of them were worth 1. There was like what was the hard one that I had?
So it's essentially like a riff off, but
yeah, and then you have to sing like one line of the song, only one line of the song, and then but if you get caught like thinking about it, or you get caught like I wish I
does it go to the right? Like do you pick, you look, and then you gotta go until like the next
no, it's whoever gets it first. It's like a snatch the mic type
grab.
thing.
You gotta grab it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It got pretty intense. Like
Sounds
like
there.
Like give me one for there. The word there. One lyric of a song with the word there in it.
I could hide out under there.
What song?
That's Pinch Me by the Bare Naked Ladies.
All right, there you go. You would have gotten the point.
There's a gold dirt road out there, a whole lot of nothing. Got the deed to the land. This ain't my ground. This is God's country.
You guys, I think you guys are probably pretty good at it. It was very interesting. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It is actually time to get into bets, gentlemen. Welcome on back. It's Monday and I think we'll probably just a little housekeeping. I think we will continue to just take the Tuesdays off. Is that agreed?
Yeah.
Tuesdays
for the vids, dog.
Tuesday will always be vids.
Wednesdays we wear pink. Tuesdays for the vids.
There you go. I mean, I could make that happen. So 6 days a week, technically live, but it is just the Betslips. You already know the deal. We already go. We're probably gonna have a couple tangents today, so everybody just be
Facts.
patient with us. But we have enough time. You know, that's the beauty of going a little earlier because we have time to get to all the bets. We have time to get to all the tangents, and we will have some fun. But why don't we get to the thing that makes sure we don't get in trouble, CJ? Do you want to take that over? You see, I like when you do this.
All right, yeah, fine. That's the disclaimer. First off, we're not professional gamblers by the fact that we're all wearing
Man,
sunglasses inside like Corey Hart,
damn.
and it's nighttime. Yeah, we're definitely not professional gamblers. This show's for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. And last but certainly not least, gambling can be addictive, so please get help if you need it. Please utilize the resource 1-800-GAMBLER if gambling addiction has become a problem for you. And that's not just the sports books, that is the casinos, that is the ponies, that is the back alley street dice that me and Rob play on every third Friday of every even month, of every odd year. To be very clear, it's a very specific time. But yes, yeah, third Thursday of every even month of every odd year,
So it's like once a year.
odd
No, no,
month of every even year.
no, 3 times every 2 years. 4 times every 2 years.
It's just when
It'd
we
be
can get the
six
boys.
times. Yeah,
When we get
six
the
times a
boys
year.
from Bangkok to show up is when we do it, and that's
Correct.
just when
And that's really what it comes down to. Um, there's a rooster, there's a chicken involved, but like really, with that being said, like you just need to realize that that's how it goes. And yeah, so if you have those problems, make sure you utilize 1-800-GAMBLER. They have the help and resources to help you get out of the quote unquote fix that you're in. So please utilize that. We are also not affiliated with or sponsored by any sportbook yet. Yet, I say that there could be some things in the horizon.
Correct.
I see it through my sunglasses. Through our one sponsor, and that is Nevin Eyewear. Yes, Nevin. And this is where I'm gonna let you cook here, poolside. Go ahead.
I will, but I am happy to report that the other two hosts on the show are currently rocking the Nevin Eyewear. Oh, it's on here. Never odd or even. It is oh, have we been pronouncing Nevin wrong the entire time? I have to figure that
no,
out.
I think it's Nevin.
I think it's Nevin too.
It could be Nevin. It could be
It could be
Nevin, but
Nevin.
I'm
It
gonna
could
call
be
it
Nevin.
Nevin.
All I know is
Yeah.
I've seen other people advertise and they call it Nevin. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, we're gonna stick with Nevin, but I will reach out to them and make sure. But it is Nevin Eyewear. Look, as you can tell, you'll see him all episode. I'll let these other guys, or all show. I'll let these other guys tell you what they got. I got the blood fades back on, rocking the Ruckers. It's cold. I know you guys got the snow. We fortunately don't have snow today, but it's still cold up here. It's 20 degrees out. I got the classic bathrobe on, and I'm rocking the Nevin Eyewear 30% off with using our link. Please click on that link. We've been blessed to have a lot of you do this, but we want more people. I know we're in the throes of winter, but it will eventually be spring, summer. I may have such good deals like clicking on our link, telling them that we sent you there, 30% off of one. If you only want one, you want to just give it a shot, one. Or you could buy one at full price and get two for free. But wait, there's more. They still will also throw in a free mystery pair. So you get count them, 4 pairs of amazing, polarized, comfortable glasses that make you look cool, like the three of us today, for the price of one, and you will get free shipping over $50. So please click on that link, tell them that we sent you there, whether you're on X or YouTube. Please, please, please tell them that we sent you there. We love Nevin, first big sponsor of our show. And look at these guys. Which ones so I have the blood phase. Which ones do you guys have on?
I am rocking the Doc Robbins, the 88th Street edition.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize Doc Robbins, because Doc Robbins NYC is the black one down there. So let's
Yeah,
go.
And I have the MLB long points.
Oh, let's go. That wasn't the same one. Was that the same one we were wearing the other day, Rob?
Nope. Those were the
Nice.
Roscoe P. Jenkins, is what I call them.
Let's go. Let's go. Look, hey, we love Nevin. And like real talk, because I always give the real talk when I give that ad. You guys like the glasses?
Of
Of
course.
course.
I
There
love
you
the
go.
red tint.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
you guys.
I got
I think you
the
guys
purple
look real
pairs. I
cool.
have the 212s. So I have all Doc Robbins style. But I've got three different colorways of Doc Robbins.
They do fit
I've
your
got
face.
the 88
They do
screen
fit
with
you
the
really good.
purple. Yeah,
They
see,
fit.
like this is the style that I know works for me in my very square face. Um, and
Love it.
and I've got the 212s in the car, which is black with red for the lenses, and then I've got the mulberries, which is like a wood finish with a light blue. Fire.
Big fan. Huge fan.
Away
Let's
you
go, Nevin.
go.
They make you look cool.
Yeah, I'm just trying to feel it, you know. Obviously clearly y'all can see I'm sitting at Citizens Bank Park. I'm not in my kitchen right now. I'm enjoying a game at Citizens Bank, clearly.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's what it comes down to.
Oh
Am I dead? Am I frozen? No, I'm not. Okay,
No,
never mind.
you're good now.
no.
It only froze for a second.
Oh, for like a hot sec. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Well,
we're
we'll
playing we're
throw it
playing the
to the.
snowfall up here at Citizens Bank.
We could throw it to the next thing.
Yeah, let's go ahead and it's our other sponsor, which is Player Profit. And the best bet of the day brought to you by the professor. The professor.
That's
Professor. Um, yeah, go ahead and tell them about Player Profit and then tell them about the best bet of the day.
Yeah, so if you know anything about Player Profit, is basically a challenge system that is set up like a sports book. You can buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500. Regardless of what package you buy, use code JTBS and you will get 10% off. And that is every time, not just the first time. Essentially, the way it works is for $30, you would get a $1,000 bankroll to work with, and your goal is to get 20% profit before you get to 15% losses. If you're able to complete that first challenge, then on challenge two, you must do the same thing with whatever balance you've gotten to at that point and get to 20% profit before you get to 15% losses. And if you are able to do that, then you're funded. You can cash out up to 70% of what you've earned to that point, and then everything you earn going forward. There are other stipulations, rules, regulations. Check out playerprofit.com, watch their 2-minute YouTube video, and read their rules and regulations. But if you're looking for a best bet, I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna tell you about this, and I couldn't believe it when I looked this up. But we're going to Nikita Kucherov 2+ points at plus 135. I was able to get a 10% boost on it, so I got actually 148. The fact that we're getting at this plus money, he has hit 2+ points in 6 straight and 7 of the last 8. Which, if you think about it, to get a point, you either got to get an assist or a goal. So he's either had 2+ assists and goals every night for 6 nights, and 7 for the last 8. He's going against a Maple Leafs team that is ranked in the middle of the pack defensively. This is a good matchup for a guy who is on fire right now. And the fact that I'm getting this plus money, I love it. I love every bit of it.
oops, sorry. Click that one.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that you
I'm
are.
back up at it now.
I can't love this best bet. Oh, did yesterday's hit?
No, we missed by
Ah,
the
okay.
hook. Remember,
Oh yeah.
because I bet
Yep.
6.5 and they lost by
You had
7.
6. Yep, you had 6.5. Yep.
Auto hook, though. Got him hooked.
Yeah, I mean, are you aware of who this Kercherov character is?
He's actually one of the few people before this season that I actually heard of.
Yeah, he
Okay,
actually knew who
Yeah,
he
that's
knew who
good.
that
he's
was.
one of the few that I did know who it was.
That's good.
And then I did some research today and I stumbled on a website that gives you like longest active streaks. And he was in the top of the games today of the longest active streak. So then I did even more research, and that's how I found out he's hit in 7 of the last 8 days.
All right, there you go. And plus money.
Before we go on, because we're gonna go from the best bet to, well, and I forgot to make this slide, hand up accountability, but we're gonna go to the bad beat
Okay.
segment of the
It's
show,
unfortunate.
Yeah.
and we're gonna talk about the bad beats of yesterday. I had a terrible beat yesterday, but it wasn't as bad as probably the worst beat ever in the history of NFL. Um, well, I wouldn't say it's the history of the NFL because the Eagles blocked punt return that they didn't need to take to the house that they took to the house was a pretty bad beat versus the Rams. If you had the Rams plus 3.5 and Jordan Davis ran it all the way back, that was what, week 4, week 4. So like there have been some pretty bad beats this year, but the meaningless field goal of yesterday, Pat, you wanna talk about your squad just absolutely housing a bunch of people yesterday?
Okay, so I was not watching this live, which actually made it more like shocking to me. Because I just had no idea what was going on. But, they're down 24-14. Knew the game was over, but if for those of you who play fantasy football, the only real Raiders that you might have would be at this point Brock Bowers or Genty. So I'm sitting there and I have Bowers in 2 leagues. I'm sitting there and watch the game cast and watching to see if Bowers does anything. Obviously, Pickett's now in because Gino got hurt. And I love Geno Smith. Quick soliloquy on him. Love him to death. I will forever be a Gino guy, but it's over. It's done. For Pete Carroll, it's also over and done. There's some bettors who are probably thanking Pete Carroll today. Or excuse me, today. But they go down, and it's less than a minute or less to go.
There's like
And
16 seconds left on the clock.
well, I know, but they get the ball with like a minute left, and they start, and they're
Yeah.
and then they're driving, and 16 minutes, there's 16 seconds left, as you said. Kenny Pickett rolls out, throws a dart to get to. By the way, Kenny actually didn't look.
I told you, Kenny
I mean,
Pickett, dude.
I mean, why not? Whatever. Also, even though he's a Pitt guy, and I'm a West Virginia guy, so it's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, weird dynamic.
But he drives them down, and he throws that dart on the run, and I forget who caught it. I think was it Tyler Lockett? It was either Tyler. I forget who caught it, but I know Tyler Lockett caught one on those. And the defenders kind of the clock's ticking. He catches it probably with like 8 seconds left, 7 seconds left, and then
somewhere in there.
they stay on him for too long, and when he gets up with the ball, a late flag comes out to not only because they were not going to have time to spike that ball. And first of all, why would they even be trying? And then the delay game comes out, gets them a little bit better field goal position, and with 5 seconds left in the game, Pete Carroll sends Daniel Carlson out for a 45, I believe, yard field goal. Kicks it. I don't know if you guys saw that whole. I'm sure you probably have the actual field goal itself. Daniel Carlson hits it, and the clock expires, obviously, to make it 24-17, and he kind of throws his hands up like whatever. And anybody who had 7.5, anybody who had Denver 7.5, 8.5, 9.5 are livid today. Livid. And
most of the country had 8.5, by the way.
I don't understand why. Again, I was watching I was on the Gamecast in the ferry, and I saw they were driving. I'm just begging for them to one more pass to Brock Bowers, and then I see it was by the way, shout out Bo Jackson's. I think his nephew scored his first career touchdown yesterday.
Yep.
But I'm sitting there, and then I see it goes final. I see that it changed from 24-14 to 24-17. I see it goes final. I'm like, what was that? They're driving. I'm like, okay, maybe they can score, get a quick onside kick. And instead, it was just a walk-off field goal to lose by 7. And I could not believe what was going on. So that's what it was for me. I don't know what you guys have to say about it. But worst beat, arguably definitely the worst beat this season.
Well, in all fairness, I'll say this. So the Eagles running the blocked field goal back for a touchdown is arguably a worse beat. Because the Rams went from possibly winning the game, but most certainly covering, to not covering. On a play that all they had to do was fall on the football and it's over because the Rams are out of timeout. So it's the same. And it was the team that had already won makes the play, not the team that was losing that made the play. So like you could make the argument that that's a worse beat. I I'm gonna go ahead and not go to the worst beat out there, but my bad beat yesterday was, if you don't know, if you weren't on the show yesterday, didn't watch the show yesterday, I had a four-leg two plus passing touchdown parlay yesterday that missed because Baker only threw one, and I don't know if you guys know this, but Emeka Mbuka dropped
Yeah.
a wide open touchdown.
Oh, I
Yes.
know. I saw it.
And first off, it cost me not only my passing touchdown parlay, but it also simultaneously cost me my 10-point teaser.
Yeah, it was,
So
and he, to his point, or to his, I wouldn't necessarily say credit, but he knows like how egregious it was. Like it was bad. It was very bad. It was, and you had said Baker was trash, which
I did.
he's still hurt, but I'm not. I don't. We don't have to get on that tangent. But
No, it's
that
just like,
that was a catch that should have been made.
yeah, it should have been. Should have been
Yeah,
made. So like not on Baker, but at the same time, like I'm mad at
correct.
Baker right now. Just like I'm mad at Derrick Henry for not finding the end zone yesterday.
We all are. That's the worst. That might be one of the worst beats too.
That's a pretty bad beat, not gonna lie. But Rob, do you have another bad beat outside of the ones that we gave?
I'm gonna go with Mercado dropping the ball, celebrating in the end zone earlier this season, which would have
Yeah.
which would have covered for me on a 750 club that at plus 1200. I'm not bitter, but I'm kind of bitter because he clearly didn't watch Deshaun Jackson in his career. Because Deshaun Jackson, I
There
think,
have been
did it twice.
multiple players that have done it now.
I'm not blaming Leon Lett because
Probably
Leon
'cause of
Lett
him.
technically got knocked out of his hand. He didn't just straight drop it, but it's kind of started there.
Can I throw one more just for my
Sure.
recency? I missed that for, I think it was just me and Rob on the show, and I gave a NBA 25-point parlay to hit like 14-1. That missed by, and this has happened to all of us on the show. So, but it missed by one Kevin Durant point, 1 point from Kevin Durant for 14-1.
Yeah,
Didn't he miss a free throw,
that same
like,
night
in that game too?
I missed a 9-1 that same night because Jokic missed by 1 point on the exact
Probably
same.
just put first. I think the 750 Club could have its own.
Oh, there's a lot of bad beats for the
Bad beats.
750 club. Believe me.
A lot of them out there.
But you know what? Actually, it's good to talk about them. It's good to talk about them.
It is. You get them off our chest. Say it with the chest.
Yeah, I agree.
But with that being said, let's get to something that shouldn't be a bad beat, and hopefully it's not. But because we all know that they're long shots, and it's the same name game.
Oh yeah. Okay. Whew. I don't know what you were getting at. No, yeah, these are absolute long shots. These are fun, especially tonight. So bet responsibly. Again, they're fun. They can make you a lot of money if they do hit, and I'm very excited about one specifically. But yeah, hello. My name is AJ. Bring it on up there. AJ Brown and AJ Dillon. So this is two Eagles, obviously. AJ Brown, look, I think very clearly something has clicked as of late between him. I mean, 242 yards receiving the last 2 games alone, 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games. We even go further, 18 catches the last 2 games with 22 targets. Like the guy is being targeted early and often. I'm not acutely aware to the Chargers defense especially secondary wise, but I mean, it doesn't really matter if the guy's getting 10 targets. He's probably going to find the end zone at some point. On the flip side, AJ Dillon, CJ could probably speak to this a little bit better than I can. I know he had a very bad fumble or 2 in last couple weeks. I mean, you look at his usages; he's only getting 3. He has 6 carries in his last 3 games. That probably lends itself to the fact that they're throwing the ball more. Jalen Hurts running and obviously trying to get Saquon going. So that's what AJ Dillon's what makes this a long shot. But if he's gonna get a touchdown at some point this season, who knows? I don't know. I mean, he gets a vulture. We're in the fantasy football. We're getting towards the fantasy football playoffs. A vulture of Saquon. Who knows? And obviously, you're getting that crazy 100-1 there. Starting to learn how to read that. Yeah, 10-1. And then this one. I put this on my tabletop. By the way, I'll just say it right now. 901. Will Shipley, who has 11 carries for 45 yards this season. Speaking of vultures, maybe a little catch out of the backfield. I mean, those are the only two ones I can find with the same name. And I was gonna just do one, and then I said whatever. He has 5 catches on the year with 7 targets, which is almost more than carries that he has. He actually, he's got 45 yards rushing and 39 yards receiving, including 1-for-1 last week on receiving wise. So, these guys are getting a little banged up this year. You throw in a little Shipley, and then I'm hoping for Will Dissly, which is a name that I think people know. Like, I know he's not like the number one guy on any team he's been on, but Dissly is certainly, he's got 15 career touchdowns. I mean, he's gotten one in every season except for this year so far that he's played. Only 4 catches on the year, so I'm not quite sure if he missed a lot of time, but he's healthy now. And again, 901 is wild odds. Just it's the name game. It's AJ and Will. And I wanted to also say, I don't know if you guys are Stranger Things guys, but with Stranger Things being in the news and being the big thing right now, shout out to Will. Will, I'm not. I never mind. I was about to spoil something. I can't do that, or else I'd be.
Yeah, don't spoil.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. So shout out to Will and shout out to AJ Styles. Let's style this, AJ. Let's do it.
Here's what could be good for your top one. AJ Dillon might be inactive for this game, and if he's inactive, then all you have to worry about is AJ Brown, because AJ Dillon becomes a scratch, a void on the card. Will Shipley will definitely play in this game, so you're gonna need a miracle between Shipley, between Barkley and Tank Bigsby. I don't see much run for Will Shipley, considering Tank Bigsby isn't getting that much run and he's the backup. So,
well, they were on the DraftKings, and all 4 of these guys, or the 2 of them, had the same name. So that's what I did.
I'm with you. I would have gotten.
Let me say something, by the way. If the Wills hit, I win the year, arguably.
Yeah, that's a very valid point.
Yeah,
very valid point. But I will say this: you might not win.
Your own responsibility.
Yeah, you're not going to win the best graphic. Even though I make all your graphics, this one is still a GOAT graphic here with me in the crown. And I'm going to take Barkley over 90.5 combined. That's rushing and receiving combined yards, and the Eagles money line today at plus 165. If the Eagles win, it will be on the ground with Barkley leading the way. The Chargers are actually very, very good defensively through the air. They're a little weak, defending the run. So that's one thing to look at. And with Herbert being limited under center with his broken hand or whatever the heck, that takes the under the center play action off the table, which gives the Eagles just a little bit better of an edge on their already very, very good defense to make sure that they get the win. So they won't have to do as much offensively to get the W tonight. Shout out to what will be probably one of the greatest broadcasts of the year with the Monsters Inc. Every time an animated series is
Is that
played
tonight?
when the Chargers. Yeah, that's tonight. The Monsters Inc.
Oh, wow. Let's
The
go.
Chargers were the victim of the dirty bubble last year in the playoffs with SpongeBob. So I expect similar dysfunction from the Chargers tonight with the Monsters Inc. broadcast. So looking ultimately forward to the Chargers fumbling the bag, quote unquote, tonight, and Eagles getting the dub. Excuse me, I got a little hiccup action going on. But yeah, what do y'all think of the performance level today?
I agree with you. If they get it, if they win, it's definitely going to be on the ground. I looked it up. The Chargers are the second best pass defense in the NFL. They're only allowing like 168 passing yards
Wow.
per game. I will say that if you're going to get to them, it's over the middle. So AJ Brown is probably the guy that you want to lean for because he's a bigger body. So he's probably more likely to go over the middle. So that helps the AJ stores. Now, Dallas Goedert's good too, yes, but I think they've been looking
Your
AJ
Yoder
Brown's way
to go
more
with
on
your
purpose.
Danimals yogurt there, Pat.
What?
I said the Godert to go with your Danimals yogurt.
Yogurt. Oh, look at that. That was good. Shout out to him. No free ads, but whatever.
Shout out yogurt. But yes, that is the performance level of the day, brought to you by the PD King himself. And let's get to the last segment of the day so we can roll into everybody's favorite. But it is the most inclusive club in all sports gambling. That's the 750 Club. We all making money at the 750 Club. There's one rule of Fight Club you don't talk about it. There's one rule of 750 Club. You tell every single person that you can find about it. And Rob, what are we telling the people today about the 750 Club?
We're gonna get a little weird. So I go back and forth on what I'm gonna do on this. Sometimes I like to go shorter legs, but you have a little bit more risk. And then other times you get the risk by going longer legs. Today we're going a little bit longer. But I feel good about all these bets. So I'm gonna start off with the Timberwolves -8. Minnesota's 15-8, and they're on a 5-game winning streak. Where the Suns are 13-10 and struggle mightily on the road. The T-Wolves are 4-5 in the last 5 games versus the Suns at home, covering the spread. Dante DiVincenzo 3+ threes. He's hit this in 5 of his last 7 games, 6 of his last 9. He's shooting 40% from 3-point line. Kings versus Pacers. I moved this line down just a little bit. Over 230.5. I dropped, I think, 4 points. You've got 2 teams that are in bottom of the 10%, or bottom 10 in the league in defense. And they are top 10 in the league in pace of play. Both teams are in the top 10 pace of play, bottom 10 in defense. So I think that they can put up some points today. Neither team is lighting the world on fire right now. They're both poor, but that means they can play well against each other. Then I've got Andrew Nembhard 6+ assist. He's done this in 4 straight, 6 of his last 7. Siakam 20+ points. He's hit this in 6 of his last 10 of his last 11 and 5 straight. And then finally the Pelicans +17.5. I moved this number up as far as I could to keep the bet at 7+750 basically. They are actually they're not good. They're not winning games, but they're kind of pesky when it comes to these spreads. In the last 10 games, they're 6-3-1 at covering spreads. So moving the spread up this high felt kind of safe to me. Is there a chance they get blown out? Sure. I mean, it's the Pelicans. They're not very good. But moving the lineup this big made me feel better about it. I got it at +770. Boosted it to +962.
I mean, why not, right? 750 Club. Magging up the Nembhard 6 assists feels really good. You'll see that we actually have some differences, which is really cool from my tabletop to this. So it's actually a good thing for at least one of us will smack
Facts.
those. Normally, when you and I are opposite of each other on a couple bets, it turns out better for both of us. So
That's true. I will tell you that what I almost did, which was real wild, because it literally was one leg that almost was a 750 Club. And we would have had a decision quickly on the 750 Club because I was going to go first touchdown AJ Brown at +1,000.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, I have to actually, yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
like I said, the
Yeah,
Chargers
very well.
the Chargers are susceptible to passes over the middle. I think we're going to get one to AJ. And if you look at AJ Brown, he has 25 catches in the last 3 weeks. They're clearly
Yeah.
trying to get him the ball.
Yeah.
They're trying to make
Inserted
him
that.
happy. And oddly enough, it's not hurting Devontae Smith either. I thought it would, but his production hasn't really dropped either, thankfully. But if the Eagles score first, I have a feeling it is going to be AJ Brown.
If it's good.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean first in the game, not necessarily the first score of, because you don't know if they're going to get the ball first.
If it's good. I like it.
Look, you're going to find out. I'm picking the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to win, but I thought they were going to last 2 weeks, and well, we're here.
Yeah,
For real.
we are in this situation. I don't know how I feel about it, but that's okay. That is the 750 Club now, gentlemen. Hopefully we smack that bad boy and everybody's making money. But now it is time for everybody's, I don't know about favorite. Sometimes it's not our favorite, but it is the softest. It is the plushiest. It is the tabletop.
Bang.
There it is. And Duke, you're up first. Go ahead and fire away.
Let's go. All right. Yeah, I mean, a little heavy. I did okay yesterday, so not as good as I would like to, but at least I gained a little bit of ground when it comes to the records. So I got some Monday Night Football, and I've got some and one feeling pucky that I'm not feeling too pucky about, but I am nonetheless. And oh, you got it. Oh, PD. Thank you. All right. So look, I know that Hampton's back, and I'll probably have to give my last calls right before I'm done with this because I do think I have to scoot off of here. But Vidal, I just don't see, even with Hampton back, I don't see him not continuing to get at least some looks. I mean, 25 and 5, 121 total carries in the year. He's had 55 in the last 3 games. I think he went down with a little bit of an injury against the Jaguars. And he's just a versatile back, and they're using him in many ways. He's just dangerous. And even with Hampton, he's still getting looks. So I don't see why they don't. And hand up, I know the last week was against the Raiders. The week before that, or 2 weeks before that, was against the Steelers. But 310, I just felt like is such good value to take this kid to score a touchdown. I do, I'll just do my last calls as I go. Hampton, I also took anytime 180. Don't have it on here, but that's another one. My TD parlay. This was actually one of those set ones which I don't usually trust. I do shout out to DraftKings. I mean, always shout out to DraftKings. I forget whose this was. It was like a certain person's. And these are tough, but I looked at and I like to go through them and kind of see which ones I like the best. When I saw Hurts, Barkley, and Johnston, I said, book it. 1,300. I mean, why not? Like, not even really a why not. I mean, as I said earlier, I mean, Hurts is minus 105 by himself. At least the last time I looked. Obviously, they're trying to get Barkley going for the playoff run. And they need to. And I know CJ would say that they have to get the run game going if they have any chance. And then Johnston, I mean, I'm a little worried about Herbert tonight just because of the injury. But if he's playing, and he's still a baller for the most part. So that's that. Little game parlay, number 1. I took the Eagles at what they're at, which was the minus 2.5. I know it's on the road, but I don't know. I think the Eagles need this game, and 2.5 just seems so low for the defending champions who need this game. Like, it's not just a must win; it's a can't lose type of situation right now. They'll still be in the playoffs, but it's they need this game. And then I dropped the over as low as I could, and I still got it at plus 114. So 30 points. and Eagles 2.5. I'm mostly worried about the Eagles 2.5, but I believe in it, so I took it. That little prop parlay there, as you can see. Hurts 180, Herbert 180. Again, even with an injury, if Herbert is healthy enough to play, 180 seems absolutely a lock. Always a little worried about Hurts, but considering he's been targeting AJ Moore, and it seems like the emphasis on the offense because the running game can't get going has been on the passing game, and he's more than capable of that. Um, and then I have the AJ Brown 5 receptions, obviously with my name game and just in general. I think that's almost a lock. And then like I said, with Hurts being minus 105 by himself to score, push, and not even. He's actually been scrambling a little bit more than he usually does. But I think if he's on the move on the outside of the pocket, I think he's going to look to throw. He always looks to throw first. So we're looking for like a 1st and 3 or first and goal at the 3, 1st and goal at the 2, and we'll see what happens there. But you can't rule out the idea of a little trick play, maybe play action, scoots in the end zone because he's just an athlete. People forget that he's just a freaking athlete. And then as I had the to the moon parlay, Will Shipley, Will Disley, because if that hits, then I'll see you guys on the moon. And for my hockey bet, it's Flames minus 1.5. They're playing. Oh, Bueller. They are playing the Sabres. So this is a battle of two not very good teams. And yes, I took the puck line. The reason being is that the Flames are actually top 10 in the NHL when it comes to the puck line. Okay, that's a misleading statement because they are generally playing with the points, with the pucks, with the goals. But here they are a home favorite, and 220 just seemed. And the Flyers almost had it for me yesterday, man. Oh, I watched some highlights of that game. The Flyers could have had that game, but that is what it is. They're playing the Abs, so what are you gonna do? And then yeah, that's what I got there. And if you could throw us all up, I'll just give my quick last calls because I do have to run in a second. I gave Hampton out, and Rob, I have your AJ Brown first touchdown. I took that before we even got on the show, 10-1. I have Ladidi. Can you say it for me, Siege?
Ladidi Mekonke.
Thank you. He's plus 1,100 first TD because these teams, like most of the NFL, defer. So if they win the toss, they're going to defer. And I just feel like whoever gets the ball first is going to score first. So sometimes you take that. I have both quarterbacks first touchdown. I do that all the time. Hurts 5. Oh, no, I didn't take Herbert because I don't think he's going to run with his hand. So I only took Hurts first touchdown, 550. I think that might be all I got. Yeah, I think that's it. I just want those first touchdowns. Look, you throw a schmeckle on those first touchdowns, and then I did both Chargers running backs, which I hate, but I did it anyway. Both to score a touchdown, Vidal and Hampton, plus 1,100. So I still believe in that front of the Eagles. I'm not quite sure what their secondary is doing, but I believe in their. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying I don't know. But what I know is that the Eagles front is still elite. So that's where I go. And again for the bottom one for the to the moon, that's just 1 unit more. I gained 3 units yesterday, so I could afford to lose a couple today, right? I mean, I'll just be back where I started.
All good.
No, I gained 4 actually. I gained 4 units yesterday.
There you go.
I really like parlay number 2. Parlay number 1 goes on the Eagles. Hurts Barkley Johnston. That game script would be if it's a high scoring game, and then Vidal is just like he's been their guy, right? Like he's been their guy. And let me just pull up one more time his stats. So he's got 2 in his last 3, and if he's going to get 15 carries, he's going to score a touchdown. So, and the Flames is just kind of a shot in the dark. So that's what I got. And gentlemen, I'm so sorry I have to leave a little earlier than I wanted to.
Yeah, you're all good. No worries. We're gonna wrap this thing up quick.
Cool.
in
All right. Well, love you
basketball
guys. And
three, quote unquote. We'll see you next. We'll see you Wednesday. Wednesday for a
Wednesday.
good day of
Wednesday.
fun. Yes,
Gotcha.
sir. All right.
Peace
Well,
out,
let's go ahead
gentlemen.
and jump to the next one, which is the professor. The professor is up now.
All
What you
right,
got, man?
we're going light today. We've got two parlays today. We're gonna do football one first. I've got Eagles minus 2.5. Like I said, Herbert's hand injury I think might have an effect on it. Plus, the Eagles defense is gonna get after him, knowing that he's got that. I know it's his non-throwing hand, but it's still gonna affect him. The Eagles. I I don't know if it's not a must win, but I do think it is a need to win just because just to get rolling. This team is usually typically going into the playoffs hot on those Super Bowl runs. They don't go in backing in. They go in as one of the hottest teams, and if they can't get it going now, they may have an early exit from the playoffs. So I think they need to win today. Keenan Allen, 3+ receptions. He's hit this in 10 of his last 12. He's only missed it twice, and the two times he missed it, he had 2 receptions, so he missed it by 1. Devontae Smith, 4+ receptions. He's hit this in 9 of his last 12, 7 of his last 8. AJ Brown, 4+ receptions. He's hit this in 8 of his last 11. 6 of his last 7, has 25 catches in the last 3 weeks. Clearly, they are emphasizing getting him the ball more as well. And I got this at plus 385. I was able to boost that to plus 481. Then I'm taking all the teams that I think are going to win. I moved the lines a little bit, not a lot, just a small amount, and then I wanted a little bit better odds, so I threw Nimhard out there. But I'm gonna go Pacers minus 2.5. The Kings are going to be without Sabonis. I think that's going to make a big difference. Neither one of these teams are great. The Pacers are starting to show a little bit more form as of late, so I trust them just a tiny bit more. Nimhard 2+3s. He's hit this in 3 of his last 5 of his last 7. He's shooting over 35% from 3-point line. I've already talked about the T Wolves. I like him at -8, so I love him at minus 2.5. Spurs minus 3.5. The Spurs clearly are the better team. I moved this line down a little bit because, like I said earlier, the Pelicans are pesky against spreads. They're 6-3-1 against the spread, so I wanted to give a little bit of cushion in case they keep it slightly closer. So I moved this, and I got this at plus 379, and then I added the Kucherov 2+ points at plus 135.
Sorry, I was muted.
No, you're good.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're gonna see that we are slightly different, but we can both hit at the same time, so that's a good thing. We can both hit, but we're taking the opposite sides of a couple coins here, which is fine, because I moved the lines the other way, which gives us a lot of chance to hit.
That's fair.
But yes, I actually have one of your same bets on here, so we'll get to it. But yeah, big fan of both these bad boys, and hopefully they smack. And obviously the best bet I've already bet it, so we're rolling through that.
And I really
Let's
need the Devontae 4 catches because I bet a parlay yesterday that was 6 legs, and the last leg is Devontae 4 catches. So I definitely need that to happen tonight.
yeah, you need that bad. But here's what I have today, which is wild. So I have the Eagles money line. I have AJ Brown at 4+ receptions as well. I have the Barkley 90+ combined, and then I'm taking Jalen Phillips to find a sack today versus Herbert. Eagles are going to get after it. I don't like a lot of yards out of the Eagles wide receivers. I also like secretly love Dallas Goedert in this game to find the end zone. Not betting it because the last time I bet it, he was wide open in the middle of a field against the Bears, and Hurts just missed him, flat out missed him. Like, not even didn't like missed him on the throw, like just didn't see him uncovered in the middle of the field going, I have a walk-in touchdown. It doesn't even have to be accurate. So for some odd reason, the Hurts is not playing. You know, you remember back in the day with Madden with the QB vision, like his QB vision is like this instead of what it needs to be right now, and I honestly think that and Kevin Patullo not giving him enough opportunities is the reason for the Eagles' offensive struggle. But that's neither here nor there. But yes, give me AJ Brown 4+ receptions. He's going to get fed. Give me Saquon Barkley 90+. I think he's been looking to try to hit the homer this year. I think after this little mini bye that they had playing on Friday and now playing Monday. when they rattled off 4 straight after losing 2 straight after a short week and dropping. So I expect the Eagles to get the dub today after their quote unquote mini little bye. And I expect the defense to get at it, and I expect Phillips to find Herbert, if not once, twice. I even thought about putting Nolan Smith on here again because he's a monster as well. No Jalen Carter, so the edges are going to have to get the job done today, getting after the passer. So that's what I expect there. Plus 674 on that bad boy. Now I've got the teasers going to the hardwood, going to the NBA. I've got a 7-point teaser twice. One's on the over-unders for the game, and one is on the spreads for the game. I'm moving the Kings up to plus 11. I don't care whether the Pacers have been playing better or not. They're still the Pacers, and they're without their best player. So I don't think they beat a team by double digits ever. So that's why I'm going to take the Kings at plus 11 there. Taking the Suns at plus 115, same deal. Timberwolves, although great, the Suns have been playing decent enough basketball that they don't lose by big tonight. They'll lose, but they won't lose by big. And then you and I both have the Spurs right at the -2 mark. We dropped that down from -9 to -2. Big fan of that. Plus 110. And then I did the same thing with the NBA over unders. I'm taking the Kings Pacers under, and I move that up. I don't expect that game to be very high scoring, hence the reason why I don't think the Kings get blown out, because you don't get blown out when the game's low, when the game's not high scoring. Suns Timberwolves, there's too much offense in that game not to go over 116. So that's why I feel that's good. And then Spurs Pelicans. Pelicans don't really have that much firepower. The Spurs without Wimby have just been trying to beat people with a bunch of defense. So I'm going to go ahead and take that under at -244.5 at plus 110. I also have all 6 of these combined together on a little parlay that I have boosted for like plus 400. So those are my plays for the day. 3 parlays plus obviously the PD of the day, goes without saying on the sheet. So yeah, because I mean it literally is on the sheet with the Monday Night Football parlay. So it goes there.
Yeah, so it's funny because I have an exact score bet for the Kings Pacers game,
Oh boy.
and it actually falls in between me and you.
Oh,
So I put 120 to 115, which is
sure,
235. We have 11 points to work with, so we can definitely both hit.
sure.
There is a chance it goes low. I acknowledge that. When I bet it, I knew there was a chance, but I still think that it's going to end up getting close to this range, which is why. And every time I move a line up and bet an under, it backfires on me, which is why I decided to move it down and take the over. Even yesterday when I did the 2 teasers, I did an over teaser and an
Yep.
under teaser. I hit the over, I missed the under. Like somehow there's always a team that screws me. So I just have tried not to do it if I can't. Unless I move the line so far ridiculously high that I know there's no chance it's gonna get there.
Yeah, I mean that Browns Titans game, like we all thought that was going to be a rock fight of the week, and then it turned out to be one of the highest scoring games of the slate. So
Well, and the
yeah,
Bengals Ravens, like in the snow, like you don't expect 70 points in the snow. Like it's
yeah, Bengals Bills, yeah,
or Bills, I said Ravens. Bengals, Bills, yeah,
yeah,
in the
you did.
snow. Like I on paper, if it's perfect conditions, sure you can expect that game. But it was snowing the entire time, and like it was
Entire
like
time.
they didn't even affect them.
Well, but in the snow, if you can see, the offense gets the upper hand because they know where they're going, and the defense has to react and slip. And you saw that with Eagles Lions. That was 12 years ago today, by the way. 2013, shout out. If they're able to see the football, if they're able to see the field, if it's not like whiteout conditions, and they're able to see, uh, offense always has the upper hand in snow. Mainly just because they can cut, and defense has to react, so they can make sure they put enough wiggle on there, give themselves separation, and they can be soft making the cut where the defender has to try to react and then make the cut and try to do it quick. And so that's the reason why the offense usually has an upper hand in the snow as long as you can see. If you can't see, then the defense has the upper hand because they know you're probably just going to run the football. And if you're throwing it, then it's a hope and a prayer at that point, just trying to chuck it up. So, yeah, offense usually a lot of overs hit in snow covered fields. Shockingly enough, mainly because Vegas sits there and lowers the line because they think it's going to be bad, but yet they're not using that perspective.
Right.
But hey, what are you going to do? And also field goals go out the window too in those types of games. So now you're looking at, okay, well, they have to score touchdowns because they can't clear the field to kick field goal. So drives that would have ended in a field goal, maybe they go for a touchdown. That's a little bit more risk. So yeah, I mean, it can happen. You never know, it can happen. Let's get to those records. PD of the day, 1 and 2. We're under in units. We're gonna fix that today with Saquon. I thought for sure yesterday with Derrick Henry and the Ravens. I thought that was an easy job. Didn't turn out to be. 750 club. You've missed 3 of those 7. You've missed by a leg.
Yeah.
So if it was the 500 club like it was originally before we bumped it up, made it more challenging on ourselves, you would have hit. So things, and we'll get at it. It'll be back, and we'll be feeling fresh and free. Yeah, only scores this month 3-1. We only missed the one yesterday, so hopefully you're betting those bad boys individually. Maybe even a little round robin action like I did yesterday. Made a little bit of money going that way. So hopefully that's the play for you. And records, we're all on the right side, but we're gonna make changes. We're gonna get better. We're gonna do it. Rob's the best. Then it's Parker, then it's me. I don't know why he didn't shift them around. I've had a rough. My hits have been all like around ones or just shy of. So the round robin also killed me a little bit yesterday. So what are you gonna do? You can't dance, but it's all good. And we'll make dreams. Any last calls from you, my friend?
So Jen is looking for a safe bet that's anywhere between plus 100 and 250 for her last $50. Because I was wrong. She does have one $50 bet left. Do we want to try to take a look at something that we feel is safe?
Yeah, I mean we can take a peek here, or if anybody in the chat knows something that they like, there's 42 of you in the chat. If you guys like a bet tonight that you guys feel is safe, I mean, honestly, I think the tease is safe. For I actually kind of like Pats. Eagles minus 2.5 and the over short there, like short over. Let me look here. Let's see if I can make it to something that would make sense. The Eagles go under a bunch too, so even if you want to take it, they've gone under in the last 4. So if you took like under 49.5, they play better in domes too. But like under 45.5 is plus 154, or you could take the over 29.5, you're at plus 15. Or you think that if you think they can get to 35 points, I mean, you're looking at plus 148. I know she's looking 150 or something, but I mean that's close. 37.5 puts it at plus 180. Eagles to win by a tutty, and for it to go over 38.5 to 282. I think they've got something to prove tonight, honestly. But I mean, I don't know because I cannot trust this Eagles offense with Kevin Patullo at the helm still. I can't do it. Just can't do it.
So I just to get to plus 100, just an even money bet. I played with it. Got Eagles plus 3.5 and under 47.5 points. That's exactly plus 100.
Exactly plus 100.
So you're getting
Not
the
a bad
Eagles
play.
they could lose by a field goal,
Yep.
and then under 47.5 points.
All right, let's look at another possible way here. Let's look. Maybe it's just we just go a bunch of player points. Like that could be a play. Like Siakam for 25. We could go 425 plus guys. Anthony Edwards for 25. Maybe De'Aaron Fox for 25 will be another one that's a solid 25-point play. Nobody is really the case there. Yeah, I like Anthony Edwards for 25, Siakam for 20, DeRozan for 15. And then you could do like, I don't know, some player threes up there maybe too. Just looking to see what we can find. Makes the most sense. Anthony Edwards for 2+, DiVincenzo for 3+.
So
Maybe a
I
little
have De'Aaron. I went Siakam,
Siakam for a 3.
Edwards,
Go like 1+3 from Siakam.
Siakam, Edwards, and De'Aaron Fox all 20+, and then I threw Trey Murphy, who's been scoring 20 a lot, in, and it made it plus 191. So you're
That's
dropping
good. I like
you're
that.
dropping all the big guys 5 points, and then you throw in Trey Murphy to get to the plus. Let me
So
look.
you said Edwards. You saying Edwards for Siakam for 20, Edwards for 20,
Fox, and then Trey Murphy the third.
De'Aaron Fox, Trey Murphy the third. All for 20. I'm at plus 192 there.
Yeah, and
You could throw DiVincenzo for like 2 threes.
Murphy's hit it in 3 straight, 4 of his last 5, 6 of his last 8. So I mean, he's hit it like 78.5% of the time over the last 10 games.
I'm adding Dante DiVincenzo for 2+ threes, and that's getting me at plus 244.
I'll give her the option between.
I think that's solid bet. I'm locking it down.
I'll give her the option between the spread, the football spread, and then the basketball one, and see what she can pick which one she wants.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
I love it. Love it. Big fan. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Stay safe if you're out in the winter weather. Stay safe. Hug your loved ones. Watch some football. Have some fun. Make some bets responsibly. And hopefully you're chasing that bag the same way. But this has been just the bet slips for the Parlay Professor, Professor Parlay. I am the PD King. Thank you for jumping in. And as always, we try to bring you the hot tips to help your
bet slips.
Go responsibly chase that bag and allow us to play you out.
Yo, we in the game talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Ooh,